So the day has come to leave the Scillys. They're behind me there. I'm now making my way back to the mainland. It's currently 8 o'clock in the morning. Top of the tide, just left the islands, only making about two and a half knots over the ground at the moment. So yeah, it's had a bit of engine problem, I think. I've used it to get out of the islands, but I think it's only running on one cylinders because this one's got two, and I think it's only running on one. But it's got me away from the islands, and now I'm under sail in a northwest wind. They forecast it as 1 to 3. It's probably blowing about 2 at the moment, 1 or 2. So yeah, it's going to be a long old plod, this one. It's going to be a long beat, I think. So brace myself to be out here all day now. Okay, let's hope the dolphins come round. I hope so. Look at all that weed. Dirty great clouds of weed everywhere. So yeah, let's see what today's sailing brings. Going to be sorry to say goodbye to these islands. It is a beautiful place. I will be coming back, exploring more of the islands. Quite a long way in these small boats in a tiny 19-foot bilge keeler. It's a long way. You've got to pick the weather. So I'm going back a little bit earlier than what I was hoping. But that's only because at the moment I haven't got a lot of confidence in this engine. So I've only got to do the right thing really. Today's the ideal weather to be sailing back. North-northeast, it'll be on the beam. 1 to 3, so it's not going to be choppy. Slow plod, and I'll soon be home. So yeah, these Seawiches are great little boats. Comfortable, they're slow, they don't point into the wind that great, but for a 19-foot boat they are comfortable, easy to handle, and they can take a bit of the weather, like I found out down the Dover Straits when I was on my way over here. Not that you should be out in that kind of weather, but when you're out there and it pops up, there's not a lot you can do really, and I know these boats can take it. Just make sure, the problem that I had that caused me issues was the anchor came loose off the chocks up on the bow, and it was sliding around the front deck, and I was really worried it was going to go over, and it was far too choppy to go up there to tie it back down. So I've changed that, I've added some cleats and stuff, and now it's lashed down. It'll never happen again. So yeah, lovely. Might be time for breakfast soon. I'll let you enjoy it. Closest I'll get to a Costa coffee on this trip. Mid-morning now, so time for 11s is. Pretty uneventful trip really, not choppy, but got my gimbaled stove, spirit stove. Little plug in there. Wind's a little bit too far on the nose for me to be making high speed, so I'm only doing two and a half knots, which is okay. Be approaching the shipping lane soon, so I thought I'd make a drink now while I've got the chance. Another yacht approaching from up behind me. I'm definitely the slowest boat out here, definitely. All the other, I'm the smallest, the smallest and the slowest. But that's okay, I love my little boat. Sometimes I do think it would be nice if I had a bigger one, maybe a fin keel instead of bilge keels, so I can go that little bit quicker, but there again I can't dry out. I didn't bring a tender with me, a dinghy, because this boat's a bit too small to carry one really. So it comes in handy to dry out if you haven't got a tender, so at least I could go ashore. But that's okay, that's okay. This is a nice uneventful easy trip, slow but easy. So right, wait for that to boil. Just getting into the shipping lanes, and there behind me is a tanker coming through, so I've taken avoiding action. I'm going to pass down his port side. There's a yacht behind me who's decided to stay on track. Too close for my liking. I'd rather keep clear. It is a shipping lane after all. Well, past couple of hours not made much progress at all. In fact, I've come out of my way. I've not gone backwards, but I have gone out. I've got Wolf Rock out in front of me. I'm about 50 degrees out from where I should be at the moment. But it is what it is. Trying to beat into the wind. Port tack is terrible. I can't get anywhere. In fact, I go backwards on the port tack, so I'm going out far and wide. And it's going to be a few hours now before the tide will be in my favour. But it's a lovely sail. I'm close hauled. I've sheeted everything in as much as I can, as tight as I can, and I'm making, if I get a knot, I'm lucky, over the ground, and that's not even in the direction I want to go in. So mainland Britain is in front of me, Scilly Isles are behind me. I suppose roughly now I'm at about the halfway mark. So yeah, let's leave the camera on, let you enjoy the view. So the wind's picked up a bit. I still haven't got as far as Wolf Rock, but I am making more ground now. I'm doing 3 knots over the ground, between 2.5 and 3 knots. It's got a little bit more lively out here now, so yeah, going to push on. See how the rest of the journey goes. I've enjoyed it. Having a whale old time. Haven't seen any dolphins today yet though. So, oh well, see what's going on, eh? So just had to reach down. Oh, here we go. Weather held. So I was getting the weather held. So I've reached it down. But there's Cornwall right there. Another 3 hours and I should be back at port. About 3 hours I should be in port, hopefully. So yeah, romping along now. Quite a stiff breeze blowing. Oh, it's hard holding the tiller and trying to hold the camera. But yeah. At last, making progress. Thank God. I don't know if this can pick it up or not, but there's a bit of a swell coming through. But waves don't normally show up too well on camera.